What's up, guys? Quantrix02 here. Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 is about to drop in about 2 months, and the anticipation continues to grow. We got ourselves a demo or a beta coming out soon for the PS4, and but as of this moment, as of right now, which is early September, we still don't know the complete roster for Xenoverse 2. But there's a lot of great characters who've been announced so far. A lot of people that I've wanted, a lot of characters that I wanted to see in the series since Dragon Ball Xenoverse 1. Guys like Majin, Vegeta, Lord Slug, Turles, a future Gohan, which is what's way at the top of my list, and even guys like Zarbon and Dodoria. But there's still a lot of characters that have not been announced yet that I personally want to see in the game. So today we're going to look at my top 10 most wanted characters that I want to see in Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. Let's get it started. Before I begin the list, I just want to say that this list will not contain Dragon Ball characters. When I say Dragon Ball, I mean the original Dragon Ball. So I will not be including them for obvious reasons that the creators of Xenoverse have mentioned why there will not be Dragon Ball characters in the game, mostly because they don't fly. So my list will not be including characters like Tao Pai Pai, which is one of the Dragon Ball characters that I really want to see in this game. But hey, you still get the log, right? That's something. My list also will not be containing super characters like Champa, Hit, or Kaba. Basically because the Xenoverse creators already said that super characters will be featured heavily in the DLC, so we should be seeing those somewhere down the line. Number 10 on my list is the Supreme Kai. Now, I know a lot of people aren't really fans of the Supreme Kai because he didn't really do that much after the Buu saga started, but I mean, he kind of is important. Without him, the whole Buu thing wouldn't have really happened. He was there to tell Goku and everybody about the information, and for a second during the fight with Buu, he was actually kind of cool. I mean, yeah, he got his ass kicked by Buu, but at the same time, I like his character. He has his importance in the show. He does certain things for the characters now. Yes, he's not the greatest fighter. There's not really special about him personally, as in when I say that, I mean like a fighting style. So I don't know exactly what kind of moves they can really put into the game, but it would be cool just to have him in the game, and I like Supreme Kai, so why not? Next up, number 9, Garlic Jr. Now I feel like Garlic Jr. doesn't get enough credit, and I feel bad because I really like Garlic Jr. I think he had probably one of the best early Dragon Ball Z movies with Dead Zone, and arguably the best filler. Well, in my opinion, a lot of people probably don't like the Garlic Jr. saga, but I really enjoyed it. Other than the parts where Kami and Popo are running, across the freaking wherever they are. Other than that, the whole story's good. I love the fact that it was a villain that was defeated without Goku even being around, so I love that part of the whole story. But enough about the saga. Part of Garlic Jr., I like him. He has an awesome transformation. He turns to this huge, monstrous, guy, big like freaking Broly. And he also, there's the Dead Zone, which is a unique move that I would love to see how they would use the Dead Zone in the game. I feel like that should be what should be his ultimate move, or super, whatever they call it in the Xenoverse. And I don't know how they would go about using it, but if anybody could find a way, it's these people who make these Xenoverse games, because they make everybody in the game has a unique moveset, and I know they could find a way to use the Dead Zone in a really, really cool way. Other than that, I don't know really any other cool moves they can give Garlic Jr., but I know he has some cool, combos and stuff, so I would love to see Garlic Jr. in the game. Obviously, I really wouldn't want him in as the smaller, Garlic Jr., but I think you should just put him in as the giant, bulky version of himself. That would be sweet. I don't know, I just feel like Garlic Jr. just falls under the radar. He doesn't really get any merchandise, or a lot of people don't even talk about Garlic Jr. that much, and I feel like he really deserves to be in this game at least, so let's get him in there, alright? Number 8 on my list is Tapion. Now, Tapion really isn't one of my favorite characters. A lot of people like him a lot, but for me, I don't know. He just really didn't really do much for me. I like the Wrath of the Dragon movie, but him as a character, I don't know. I just never really liked him. That's why he's so low on my list. But I think he still should be represented in this game because he does have, he does have fans, and I think they would like to see him in this game. They can use this like freaking Ocarina of Time like thing that he uses in the movie. His Dragon Dagger, I don't even know what to call it, but he can use that some kind of way in the game. He's got his, he has some cool sword combos. That'd be pretty cool to have him. I think he'd be a unique character to put in the game with a unique moveset. So I would definitely welcome him into Xenoverse 2. Lucky number 7 on my list is Buhan. He's probably my favorite version of Majin Buu, and the only version of Majin Buu that was left out of the game for some reason. I love Super Buu, I love Kid Buu, hell, I even like Fat Buu. But Buhan was the best Buu in the entire series because he was cocky, he was funny. His fight with Gohan was awesome. I don't know what else to say, man. He used Kamehameha Wave. He was really cool. I really enjoyed that part. It's probably my favorite part of the series, of that and the Kid Buu final battle. Two of my favorite parts of that arc, the Buu arc. And I definitely think that he deserves his spot in the game because he can have moves from different characters. The Kamehameha Wave. They can think of some other cool things that will differ him from Super Buu very, very easily. So why not put him in the game? Hell, I even take I'll say Bootinks as well. If they put him in the game, Buu would basically all of Gotenks' moves would be awesome. So yeah, man, Bootinks or Buhan, either one. Number 6 on my list is the reincarnation of Majin Buu. That is Oob. Oob's one of those characters that I also feel doesn't really get represented well in Dragon Ball, period, by the fans or Akira Toriyama or Toei or anybody really. I mean, he's kind of been, in my opinion, kind of abandoned since Dragon Ball GT. He doesn't really have merchandise. He doesn't really appear in video games or movies or whatever. And I was thinking, really, for a person to have such a pivotal role at the end of Z, I feel like he should be represented, and he definitely needs to be in this game. But at this point, we don't even know if Oob will be even exist in Super because of plot holes, and that's just really just Akira Toriyama and Toei being inconsistent. But that's a whole different story. But he definitely deserves to be in this game. I will take either Oob or Maju, preferably Maju, because he'll probably have a better moveset than just Oob would, because he would have obviously Majin Buu's moves, and the stuff that he did on Baby would definitely make it into the game and make for a pretty cool character. So definitely Oob should be in the game. He's important. I feel like he's important. Or at least he was. But yeah, man, get him in the game. We're at the halfway point. Number 5, Super Baby Vegeta. Now, there were a lot of GT characters added via DLC, but one that was missing was Baby. Now, we had his Grade 8 form, which was cool, the fight in the parallel quest or whatever, but I wanted actual Baby. We had the dragons, we had Super 17, but one of the most popular villains in GT was Baby, and he wasn't in the game to be playable, and I don't understand why he wasn't in the game, but for some reason he wasn't. So they cannot make that same mistake this year. Super Baby Vegeta needs to be in the game. That's one of my favorite arcs of GT. I don't know, GT gets a lot of crap, but I think they did Baby very well. He was probably the best all-around villain in the entire series, and he needs to be represented via a playable character. He's got a lot of cool moves. He's another form of Vegeta, basically, so he's already popular by default. So why is he playable in Xenoverse 1? So Xenoverse 2, they need to put him in the game. He is probably, like I said, he is arguably the best villain inside of GT. How is he not in the GT DLC? Who knows? But that's the old news. Xenoverse 2 in 2 months, he better be on that roster. The number 4 spot goes to that trucker mother sucker, Android 13. Yes, guys, Android 13. Yes, he definitely is one of those movie villains that I definitely want in the game. And he's also one of those guys that I just don't want his final form. I want his first form as well, because I really love his first form in the movie. Like, he was like, he had that trucker like accent. He was funny. He was cracking jokes. I liked him. He had like a really cool move to that one movie used where like the freaking beam was like following Goku. They could definitely do something with that and make it an awesome move for him to use in the game. And then his transformation can obviously be, you know, the big blue buffed up, you know, roid head. But yeah, Android 13 would be a awesome addition to the game. We already have 16 in there. We got 17. We got 18. So why can't we have the movie Android as well in there? So go ahead and put Super Android 13 as well as normal Android 13 in the game. Number 3 on my list is the Demon King himself, Deborah. Deborah is one of those characters that I was really surprised was not in Xenoverse 1. Kind of a head scratcher, just like Android 16. Not because he was very important to the show, but I think Deborah is pretty popular, and he's been in a lot of Dragon Ball Z video games, but he was not in Xenoverse 1 for some reason. But I think his moveset and just his look makes him a perfect candidate to be in the game. I mean, first of all, he's got that freaking cool ass freaking huge sword that he has that could be used to do some awesome combos. Another character who can use a sword other than freaking Trunks, so they can either be combos or it could be a special attack. He's also got this spit, which could be used in some kind of way as probably a special move. And then that one move that he does, that one of the coolest moves, and if you guys can remember, go back to Budokai 3. Deborah had one of the coolest finishers not finishers, but special moves in that game. He does the slash attack with his freaking sword. His opponent like drops back, and he just goes to their face in slow motion, puts his hand in their face, and then boom, just disintegrates them. Love that freaking move, and I wish they could find a way to make that his move in Xenoverse 2. And I know the Xenoverse series isn't very cinematic with their moves. It's kind of in real time, so I don't know how they would put that in the game, but they need to find a way, because that move is really cool. And Deborah's a cool character. I just like the way he looks. I wish he did more in the series. He just, other than just fight Gohan and then, get killed by Boo. But hey, what you gonna do? And isn't he like related to Toa, or like him and Toa have some kind of relationship? They say, I don't remember the whole story about that, but that's what I heard. Maybe I'm wrong. You guys can tell me in the comments below if you know. But yeah, Deborah, put him in the game. The number 2 spot goes to Bojack. Bojack, I mean, he's another guy who I think doesn't really get represented very well. And I mean, I can kind of see why he wouldn't be very appealing to some people. I mean, he's not really that much special to Bojack's character, but I really just like the way he looks. He just is aesthetically just appealing. Like his design. He looks like a freaking pirate, like an alien pirate. He looks like a badass, and he had an awesome group of like henchmen. And I just love that movie. BoJack Unbound is one of my favorite Dragon Ball Z movies. And I just love the final scene where Gohan just throws a Kamehameha wave at him and then like runs through it and just kills him and he just explodes. Love that whole scene. But they can do some cool stuff. Those characters had a lot of cool moves. One of those moves being that string move that like holds the people in place. They can find a way to use that in some type of way. And I'm pretty sure he'll have a really cool moveset. And plus he has a transformation. What's not to like? Plus, with him in the game opens up the possibility for Zanga to also be in the game, another female character, and that's always a good thing. And we can also get this. Yep, I want that. And the number 1 spot goes to arguably the greatest Dragon Ball filler character of all time, my man, my boy, Pikkon. Someone please tell me why this guy isn't in more of anything Dragon Ball. He's such an awesome character. He's just like other people on this list who just don't get a lot of merchandise or anything of that matter. I mean, I think he's only in a couple Dragon Ball Z games, a PSP1, and then I think he's in the Tenkaichi, and I think he's in the Raging Blast series as well. But I feel like Pikkon is probably one of the coolest characters that is not canon to the series. I mean, and he's perfect for Xenoverse because he has one of the most unique movesets of anybody. The Thunder Flash attack, that whole flame attack he does, awesome. The Twister attack he has, awesome. Both could be huge moves. Either one of those moves could be a super or an ultimate move or whatever. He's got awesome, just offense. This guy is just amazing, man. With 2 characters from the Future Reborn movie already heavily being featured for the Xenoverse 2, and with Janemba and Super Gogeta, it's hard to even think that Pikkon would not make the game. I mean, Janemba's grapple, for God's sake, is he actually did that to Pikkon in the movie. So you gotta have Pikkon in there. So hopefully my boy makes the game this year, because if he does, he's gonna be the number 1 guy I'm using him in future Gohan for sure. Alright guys, there's my list. Hope you enjoyed it. In the comments below, tell me which Dragon Ball characters you want to see in Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. I am very curious to know exactly who you guys want to see in the game. There's my list may be terrible or good to you, who knows, but tell me what you think about it in the comments below. But until next time guys, comment, like, and subscribe. Stay go everybody. Peace.